Did you know that the total number of rhinos still in the wild is a mere 26,000? Rhinos face extinction due to poaching for their valuable horns and habitat loss. This is really alarming because of the rhino's great importance to the African ecosystem. As mega-herbivores, rhinos are a key species that shapes the biodiversity of the African landscape. Without them, thousands of other beloved species would die. Even though they live so far away, the effects of their extinction would be felt even here in the USA and around the rest of the world. Hello, I'm Oscar Marsh, and I partnered with Helping Rhinos, a registered charity that works with smaller organizations to support rhinos and stop poaching across Africa. Helping Rhinos lets you follow the rhinos they rescue and get to know them on their journey to good health and eventually their release back into the wild. I set out to achieve two main goals. I wanted to raise awareness in my community about the rhino situation and how important it is for us all. I also wanted to give people a way to help make a real difference. To raise awareness, I planned a rhino ride in October 2022. I had advice from Jeff Harrison at Pedaling Against Poaching and used the app Strava to create a group to travel 200 miles in a month. Thanks to Jeff and the other people who joined the group, we smashed our target and other people who joined the group. We smashed our target and rode a total of nearly 754 miles. It was a great way to talk to people about rhinos and to publicize our cause. My second goal was to raise $500 to donate to Helping Rhinos, and specifically to their partner organization, the Zululand Rhino Orphanage. I was fortunate enough to find a sponsor from Helping Rhinos, Ms. Swigger, who is on the board in the USA, and she was pivotal to the success of this project. She introduced me to Jeff at Pedaling Against Poaching and supported me through the entire project. She also personally donated 2 pairs of tickets for rhino encounters at Southwick Zoo for a raffle. This was the main way I was able to raise money for the charity. I also made a number of rhino-themed items for sale and hosted an event at home and collected donations. I decided to create a website with the help of my family to provide a place to share all the important information about the project. This meant that every time I spoke to people about what I was doing, why it was important, and how they could help, I could send them to the website for more information. It also gave them a way to donate. As I connected it to a page that I built with Just Giving. This is an organization that collects donations online and sends them directly to specific charities. To make sharing this as easy as possible, I created a QR code and placed it on emails, flyers, and social media posts. I sent these out and asked friends and family to share the communications as well. I had challenges in 3 main areas. Before I said I was going to do a ride, I couldn't ride a bike. But I was determined to learn before I started in October. Thanks to my brother, I learned to ride in the weeks leading up to the start of the event so that I could participate with the other 12 riders that had joined my Strava group. The second set of challenges were with the website. I didn't have the skills I needed to build it, so I asked more family members. I asked some family members to help. I also needed a way of accepting donations online, and my first attempt with GoFundMe didn't work out because they took part of the donation from the funds raised. I solved this by finding a new fundraising page that had no fees, Just Giving. In addition, when I was making the website, I wanted to put up things like keychains and little wooden rhino trinkets, but I couldn't sell them on the website because the website host's rules prohibited this due to my age. Thankfully, so I could get around this, a family member let me link from my website to theirs to take payment. Finally, I had a challenge with my event at home. It was originally a pool party, but this had to be canceled because I had COVID, so it was changed to a Halloween-themed event instead. In terms of results, I managed to reach a much wider set of people than I thought I would. Our Strava group rode 754 miles together, and that gave me a great way to speak to people about the rhino situation and how to help. I also raised $1,179, which is more than double my original goal, in an effort to support the many Helping Rhinos projects. When I started this project, I didn't know how a lot of things worked. But thanks to my sponsor, Ms. Swigger, and the Helping Rhinos community, I learned more about what I was really working towards. With poaching, I learned how hard the fight against it is, with many preserves struggling to protect adult rhinos. It's also hard to care for and raise their babies who are orphaned far too often. Their work to reintroduce the rhinos back into the wild whenever possible, as soon as they are well enough, I learned, is very important. Through this project, I've learned many skills like biking and being able to create a website, which will lead me to new opportunities, from the struggle to protect and preserve rhinos to new everyday skills. This project has helped me, the many people around me, and especially the rhinos. For this, I'd like to say a few thank yous to those who helped. Thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to my family who helped me with so many processes and challenges. A special thank you to my sponsor, Ms. Swigger, and Helping Rhinos for supporting and encouraging my project. And finally, thank you to everyone here who was listening to me and my classmates present about our passions and support of our community. Thank you to you all, and have an amazing rest of your day.